Reserve time. Reserve time. Radiant team pick.
Absolutely amazing. So just judging from
Reserve time.
with the new patch, that everything that went through BKBs, like all those changes that happened, like BKB just ended up being like, why would I even get Magic Community in such a lineup? But Batrider is still the primary guy. He's the best initiator out there still. Yeah. No matter how you look at it, even with the stupid range on Lasso and his base damage being nerfed up, he's still amazing.
Yeah, I thought that with the new patch and the prevalence of BKB going down, like you talked about, I thought Clockwork was going to maybe edge Batrider out a little bit and take some of his role.
5 seconds.
You want to know something that's even crazier?
What's going on?
He's been banned or picked in 535 drafts out of 539 drafts on record for 6.81.
So what is that, like 99%?
4 games missed having Batrider involved in some way, shape, or form.
I'm sure 2 of those 4 games, like, they just forgot.
Forgot to ban Batrider. Wait, why didn't we pick Batrider?
Like,
I don't know.
Captains are looking at the end of the draft like, wait, Bat is still in the pool. Like, what the fuck did we do wrong?
It's like, well, maybe we didn't have someone who has the skill to play Batrider. How difficult is it to napalm, Firefly over, Flame Break back, Lasso?
Yeah.
It's not that difficult. Enigma, pick up the Team Liquid. So, Team Liquid, then, I was talking about safety and lanes. They're getting safety and finances right now. Throw Enigma inside the jungle. It means Batrider has to remain in the bottom lane, which is where Team Liquid's draft could slightly go astray. With both Ursa as well as Enigma, like Ursa going in and taking Roshan, Enigma coming up inside the jungle.
5 seconds.
This will probably be a very high money gain Liquid in the early 20 minutes. And North American Rejects, I don't 100% see a way they can try and contest this at the moment.
Well, here's the thing. You're absolutely right. If this works for Team Liquid, you're farming 4 cores, which is all gravy and good.
Yeah.
If it fails,
5 seconds remaining.
Here's the issue. Batrider doesn't have a jungle to farm because Enigma's taking it up. So Enigma either have to stack for him or something, right? Like,
yeah.
You can't go and stack at the same time. So Boba doesn't have a secondary option going for that BKB. The other thing is, if the Ursa is shut down in lane, because normally last game we had 2 supports protecting the Ursa, giving that 10-minute blink. If Ursa is shut down and doesn't have that 10-minute blink, like, he's not exactly the same hero.
The only way he can be shut down, though, is if this is going to be a proper aggro tri-lane coming out from the North American Rejects.
Well, I mean, or you have a better off lane. Last time we saw Brax playing Elder Titan, which, I mean, you could throw as many spirits on Ursa. He's going to just regen with the Ring of Regen. That he's going to pick up for his flats. He's going to have his Tangle and South. This game, he's dealing with Iron Shells. Dealing with Iron Shell as a melee hero is kind of a different beast. So I think this game, they're a little bit more equipped dealing with the Ursa, both in the laning stage as well as during the mid game. Because mid game, you still have Surge getting your allies away. You have Disruption protecting it. You have Demonic Purge. Obviously, Lycan's a hero that can just literally just run away. So I feel like NAR is a lot more ready for this Ursa this game.
Nice stats for Mirana, and again, Mirana's always great. So yeah, into our lanes we go. So we'll be Bulba, looking towards the off lane, going his boots first. 1437 and Fog, the SD supports. They have to check for it. Yeah, they have to check for it, but they're trying to check for it without having to expend the mana of Korok's arrow. A little bit more risky, but 1437 with the amount of stuns from Liquid, I'm pretty sure I'll be able to get a Shallow Grave off if things get a little bit rough. So yeah, they leave Brax to his own devices. This will be an aggro tri-lane. If this lane works for NAR, they're going to snowball so hard. If it doesn't, though, I don't see a way where they can come in and then contest Liquid on any front. Because they don't have anything that forces early on. I mean, like Iron Shell early on be like Lycan's got ulti form, level 6, and then his Wolf's going to cause some troubles. But the rest of us just the combo with Mirana and SD.
The thing in this lane is it will work. Like 99% it will work. Because Liquid's already down hero. The Enigma's going to be jungling. So it's essentially 2v3 with a melee farmer. In fact,
it's actually 3v1.
A solo one. So basically, Liquid did not expect the offensive tri-lane. They expected a 1v1 between Darkseer.
You had to expect it, though. You had to expect it. They're not going to run a defensive tri-lane in a lineup where if you let them farm, they're going to get themselves ahead of you.
I mean, they just... Maybe Liquid thought that NAR is like, oh, Darkseer beats Ursa.
CC's in trouble. TC's going to be in a lot of trouble soon.
Well,
Just the fact that Fogged is on haste right now, TC gets zoned out. I thought Fogged could get himself a lot more hidden, but he used the haste screen so he can do a body block on the creep wave for a short period of time.
So what happened there is Korok revealed himself in a creep wave with his creeps. As soon as you see the Mirana here, you know there's a trialing, because you're not going to see like a Mirana Dark Seer, some weird shenanigan. So you knew the trialing Seer, and immediately he just backed off.
Well, look what Demon did to counter that one. Like, he's farming up inside the enemy jungle, which is going to cause some problems for Brax, because Brax doesn't want to take this kind of damage this early on. He thought he was going to go up against a Bat Rider, and that's exactly what he got. But because the Enigma's in here, he's got basically only one choice. Either try to contest up against the Enigma.
Mid lane real fast.
Are they?
Oh, Courier comes around.
Sneaking walks all the way back for this one. His Wolf was watching him.
Yeah. Okay.
TC is going to get zero CS on this top. Look at the first thing he went into too. It's Earth Shock. In case they jump on him, he can at least have the movement speed advantage.
Yeah, and the jump might happen soon because the creeps is going to be starting to tank the tower. They can wrap around for an easy
top tower is under attack.
disruption. Shadow Demon's also level 2 now, so Catcher's online. That's a lot of potential damage coming out.
He's going to come in from behind. Nope. Fogged, I think, is going to spend most of the time on the edge of his chair, looking around corners.
Yeah.
Like one of those times when you come in closer to your monitor, thinking maybe you could just look at it from a different angle, and maybe something will open up for you.
Problem with his play is he hasn't got that auto kill. He probably should just go back up top and maybe help the lane, or maybe just go in the jungle and start stacking for his team, because you know your Bat Rider needs to stack, because he's not really doing much and he needs experience. The cool thing about having Enigma in the offensive jungle is you could actually come in with Malefice and gank the Dark Seer. It doesn't matter if he surge away because how
top lane. There it is. Disruption, Catcher as well. This time he'll hit on TC with the heal damage, and they've locked him in. They actually had him, old school surround style. And this is when the Ursa doesn't really work. He has no help. He is literally a lone bear on this top lane.
So basically, Liquid realized that they guessed the lanes improperly, and they're sticking with it. So this Ursa death, it's going to happen eventually, and they're going to keep sticking with it. So they're expecting a lot out of Demon. They're expecting a lot out of the Bat Rider. You get it.
It's going to take a lot to get something out of these guys, though. Like, okay, their farm is still looking good. Bulba's picked up some 14 for 9 on that bottom lane, so he's battling up against the Darkseer. It's pretty even Stevens, but have you really gained that much? Like, Enigma's got 3 levels, he's down to 1 clarity, but I'm not seeing, like, okay, what do we got in the Courier? Okay, he's finished his Soul Ring, almost. With that, he'll at least have something to play with.
Question, no, they're not getting enough out of these lanes. Yeah, Qualifiers doing okay on the mid lane, but you know, again, it's just passive trading lane.
Yeah. I'm glad you keep up with my questions, because I keep getting sidetracked by myself.
Okay, I mean, there's so much to keep track of, right?
Like
well, you have the harder job. You have to do the camera. You know, if something happens on the map, you gotta go there. So.
It's the added pressure. But I like the pressure though. I like it. So far though, I haven't missed a first blood in all games I've cast for this.
How many games have you casted for? Because I know you've been also working for D2CL.
Yeah, I did 6 games with the D2CL, and I think I've done 5, maybe. Volvo, what did you break, Volvo?
They spill coffee on some wires.
Don't bring that one up, man. They're all eating possibly the most delicious food I've ever seen.
Look, I'm just...
You can't look at that screen.
I know what it is too. That's the worst for me, because I've ate it before. Sing cooks for me. Not that Sing Sing, just Sing.
Quick was just like, why did the admin just leave? Big break. He's not paid to be here this late. Okay, so sneaking south. Do they keep playing anymore? There's no loss. The answer should be yes. The answer should be directly a yes. So off we go. The servers are stabilized, and we will continue.
All right.
Point though, they're stabilized.
I mean, you don't really need a tournament admin, right? Let's hope that we
Actually,
don't get into a case where you need a tournament admin.
Luckily, we have ourselves 6 different cameras going across the map, that if something goes wrong, it will get reported pretty damn quickly. But then again, there's nothing you can abuse in Dota 2.
No, I'm not worried about the abuse. I'm maybe like somebody drops out and they can't reconnect, they need an admin decision, you know, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, but that kind of stuff can be transferred over, because we're looking over from the side hub. So if there's any problems, we'll know.
Hey, he reconnected. All right, all is okay.
Oh, we can feel safe and secure in the knowledge that the TI4 police has returned.
I'm pretty sure that's Phenol, then he's holy shit. Can I get in the game?
I can't do it. Would you pause it for me? I can't do it myself.
Wait,
okay.
Did you know how that pause came about?
Yeah, I know how the pause came about.
Okay. I don't know why, like, pauses from admins, it should ask you, like, do you really want to pause? And then you click yes.
The hilarious story was when he actually got to the second part. It was like, it's not just how the pause happened. It was, oh, the pause happened, and I thought, oh shit, I better just start the game up so like nobody would notice. Like,
it's just unpause, except it has a countdown, 3, 2, 1, and everybody noticed. Oh my god. If you guys don't know what that story is about, Google around the Phenol pause.
Just YouTube it.
Yeah.
There's highlight videos.
There's a GIF for it. That's like how amazing it is.
Yeah. Oh, it was good. It was good. He was so embarrassed about that.
Okay. I don't think he'll ever live that one down, and I'm sorry I just brought it up again.
Oh,
but
well.
Ursa is not having as good time as we are in.
Yeah,
here.
Nowhere near as great as the first game. An 8-for-0 on the CS. Life's not good. But Bulba's having himself a really good time on bottom. 29 for 12 for Qualifiers. Actually, how's he looking? Like, we got a level 6.
He's leading the farm chart, so it can't be all bad. He's got 12 to 9 against a Lycan.
But how useful is this going to be? Like, he's going to go into, what, Shadowblade initiation? Is that what we would look for from him? Or is he try and go in for BKB?
I think Shadowblade's probably where he's looking towards to. Maybe a drums in between. And the reason why is BKB doesn't really help you when there's a Lycan bashing you down. And a Demonic Purge on top of you. Also, there's Weave, right? Like, there's so many things that goes through the BKB. So I assume it's going to be shot. Yeah, back to your question about how effective it's going to be. I don't think it's going to be much. Normally, when you're playing against a ganking solo mid, like a Puck or a Queen of Pain, when they rotate to the other lane, you say, yes, I'm going to ultimate, and then start winning your tier 1 tower.
Right, he's trying to come in for a last, so he sees the Dazzle, and that's the one he wants. Now, there's still a back left here on Brian, so he wants to try and interrupt him here, but then, well, uses the Surge instead. There is no Shallow Grave, because he went the 2 points up in the heal. The Glimpse on Brax having little, oh, actually, no, not little effect, actually drags him up a long way, but the Firefly is over. The Catcher not going properly on Bulba, but with that heal damage, and then the illusions after that point. Bulba drops very, very low. That support from NAR arrived very quickly for Brax.
Yeah, that was a misplay by Way2. He had Glimpse the whole time and should have been glimpsing on Dazzle. I guess he just did not expect the Surge coming out. And by the time he realized he needed to Glimpse, he already had ran out of Surge range. So
he's going to lose this bottom tier 1 tower now. Even with fortification, top lane, are they going for initiation? Well, there's your black hole on Korok. Leaps, he does, but dies halfway through. Enigma got the Malefice off when he was halfway through that leap. So they lose the Mirana off lane because obviously the support's rotated bottom.
Yep.
But they took the tier 1 tower for it, so it ends up being pretty much an even trade.
I think NAR is a little bit happier with that exchange, but obviously they just lost their carry, so maybe not so much.
Oh, they're going in deeper, way too sexy, well behind that tier 2 tower. Bulba had to wait out for the wall. Now Moonlight Shadow, they're just trying to escape themselves out, and Bulba, he can't choose. There's 2 different directions he can go. Qualifier thinks about a 4-point breathe, 5 of Fog into the tree line. He can TP out, but there's no mana for the Dazzle to do this. If he gets up the hill before it's over, he's up, and he doesn't see him. Qualifiers checking the tree line. He's just got to wait it out a little bit longer, and it's enough.
Oh, he needs 75 mana to TP out.
Oh,
yeah, he's fine. He's fine. Nobody knows where he is. He's okay. Although because of that dive is happening, TC is just working on that T1 tower top. Forces out good, you know, not too bad.
It's still a counter kill. Like SD killing off a disruptor isn't really like the right home about it to your parents kind of thing. But at the same time, Fog is now up at almost level 6. So when the Purge starts to arrive, we go back into what we were talking about during game number 2. How hard can you kite the Ursa? He gets BKB. Well, that's wonderful. Purge is still going to stop him from keeping up with everybody else.
If you look at TC's items in the stash, he's going to have a mask of Morbid Mask and a Smoke of the Sea. Don't get hit by the arrow. Whew.
Just not big enough.
Too close for comfort. Yeah. Here's the big buff that the Ursa received this patch. You can't go for the Roshan before Vlad's finished. Like it really accelerates your early game. It makes the teams have to be much more prepared in the early game as well. Yeah. I think that's what we're gonna see here from
NAR. Like if really Ursa wants to disappear off this top lane and go Roshan, I mean, they just do exactly what they're doing. They take the T1 tower up on top, and as long as they still hold their T1 in mid, which now Qualifier, well, poison tick out in these towers. This T1 tower will be forfeit, but they're gonna TP support it. They gotta make sure they take both up. Sneaking gets instantly stunned. He's still holding his holding form. Qualifier, the tower being denied up by the Dazzle. The Wolves, they're gonna get in front. Look for this burst heal from the Dazzle. It will fly up, but not fast enough. Qualifiers away. The arrow flies up, missed on everything. Korok, he's already used his Starfall, held in position again by another Dragon Tail. The Wolves are on his tail, and the DK is away to safety. Yeah, the Lycan won't chase him down any further.
Yeah, nobody dies, and that's absolutely fine. Meanwhile, if you look at Roshan, it's that he started by TC. TC doesn't feel like he could do it, and the pressure is coming up top. Brax not really being able to help out that Tim Glimpse. This big glimpse is going to come in, though. Brax is going to be stuck there, and the TP out. Great play here from Brax.
There's no stun, there's no nothing. Nigma's too far away to catch up to him.
Yep.
And Nigma didn't go for maneuverability early on too. He went in for the mech. With that mech, they're just looking for viability for Team Liquid. Spike, Volvo, please stop playing with the servers. Yeah. T1 tower is now under siege by NAR. And Qualifier, but this is where I'm wondering about the Liquid lineup. What can they really do to punish NAR once they get momentum behind them?
What was the question again?
Like, how does Liquid punish NAR when they get momentum behind them?
They need to initiate. If you look at Team Liquid, they potentially have 3 Blink Dagger heroes. Ursa, Black Hole from the Enigma, as well as the Bat Rider. They need to find those Blink Daggers and start to initiate properly. We saw the initiate from Bat Rider earlier. They were able to disengage and save their DK as a result.
Like, still keeps remaining. It's not as though like this is the Valve tournament.
Yeah, I mean, we're not helping, as we say, Volvo, please fix. Because I'm sure they're trying their best to fix it, but it does look pretty poorly when you have a $5 million tournament and we're lagging in the qualifiers.
And rising. Yeah. Crazy, man.
Buy the compendium, guys!
Yeah, it's not as though enough people did that already. Oh, hang on, we're going again.
Yeah.
So,
I just found funny that
blink him. There it is from Volvo. But can they get the kill in fast enough? There's already the SD defensive disruption to save him. Qualifier comes in, looking for the stun. He's got the range of sneaking. They use the Moonlight Shadow. The stun will still go, but they have no detection. I'm not seeing dust coming up right now. As I don't know.
Ooh, Demon just TP out of there. He was stuck between wolves and trees and whatever else. He made it out alive. That was a good initiation from Boba. Unfortunately, his team could not follow up because Black Hole was cooling down. It had like 2-3 seconds left. So if Black Hole came down, yeah, they had DK form up. They could have just easily, or sorry, they didn't have DK form up. They could have just won that fight though with the Black Hole.
Could NAR attempt to take Roshan now? Like if Vladimir's offering's coming out and it's over on the Lycan, could they actually get themselves in there? Would they even want to though?
I think if they want to go for the Roshan, and I think yes, if you could deny the Roshan from Ursa by taking away, that's excellent. What they need to do is push the wave top, push the wave mid, and probably need to pick off. So I think a lot of things need to line up for NAR to make that work.
Well, and their items just did. Like Mech finished up on Darkseer and Dazzle bought a full medallion.
Yeah. I mean, if they could find a good fight right now and win that, like get a 2-hero lead, then they definitely can, because Lycan is no joke when it comes to the Roshan pit.
Wants to go back in again, but this fourth will not let it happen. Flashbacks to Fnatic. You've got to be so careful with detection inside that pit too. Is it just me too, or has Enigma lost weight? Really looks like he's got thinner. I think they've changed his base model.
When you look at the, you don't have the
Radiant's top tower is
the
under
gravitised black hole. If you look over at my screen, he has a circle behind him. And yours, he just has this hail thing.
Yeah, he's like.
Yeah.
He's become the genie in the lamp.
He's not a genie. He's actually like...
well, he can't be a genie. He doesn't have the gold braces with the binding contract of all genies.
There you go.
We're now going to make Enigma into the genie of the lamp.
I'm sure if
voiced
Enigma...
by Robin Williams.
Okay, if Enigma wins your carnival, make him a genie. Like, give him the gold ring, like whatever.
The Arcana has to come with its own voice set, which is Robin Williams.
There you go.
So you're going to pay copyrights
Look, man,
to Disney.
You got $6 million, or is it 5? I lost count. There's just so many millions of dollars. Just make it work.
Boulder's waiting to come in for a gank right now. All teams are smoked up, and they're looking for the opening. smoke's going to break. And who are they going to find? They surge him in, and who are they going to go first? It's already the Maleficent done, they get Disruption. Can he get the Catcher off as well? Answer is yes. Arrow into the Enigma. Disruption throws out the oldie, but Batrider jumps in. He doesn't want to drag Brax too far out if they're letting Ursa hit into him. So the Dynasty has died, but now in comes the Lycan. Just munches on that Ursa, and they glimpse him back, but he's the one with the high movement speed, so they just keep chasing after Way Too Sexy with the 2 Poison Stanks and the Mirana and also the Wolves in his tail. They weren't going to kill him off. While Bulba has to hide in the tree lines. He's short of mana. He can't TP out, and the poison is going to hit him. They know where he is.
Yep.
The arrow's coming down. There's no TP out from this, and the poison on him. He can't blink either. Bulba is trapped in a corner, and he will die. Korok's on his way in, and Shadow Demon will take the kill. Liquid, they lose so much with that fight.
And it all started with Black Hole Enigma getting caught. I keep calling him Black Hole, he is Black Hole, but yeah, Enigma got caught. Demon cannot be there because he basically died without using his mech, without using his Black Hole. Like, he is so much of their team fight. So Liquid giving a freebie up.
Korok. What's the snipe? He wants the snipe. The Sun just so he get the last hit in, and he put it nicely done.
Now imagine if Liquid won that fight.
Oh, we're getting the pause coming.
Yeah. Well, they'll walk it off. Maybe.
Like a stitch.
Yeah, if Liquid came out even or won that fight, they get Roshan as well. So even though NAR won that fight, they have to keep winning fights because it's so easy for Liquid to win one and just come back with the Roshan kill. But yeah, both teams is contesting very heavily in the Roshan pit. We see a lot of detection, a lot of D-War in that area, and I imagine that will continue to happen.
For now, man, Liquid got to get their feet back on the ground. That's their primary thing. Be it coming through kills, be it coming through just finding space to farm. I don't like their second option though, because right now the arrow hits perfectly on TC. He just dies to the Starfall with a catcher on him.
Where was the mech?
Well, Enigma, he's backing up. The Weave's already on him. Look at 1437. Once the poison over on Demon, they want to chase him down. The mech, I think he was he too far away?
I don't think so. He has a 750 AoE, so. Forgot for a second?
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe he was too far away. I wasn't looking at him, unfortunately. In any case, again, a big pickoff. I think at Ursa, in this case, he needs to go straight into Blink, straight into BKB after that, and this is one of those games where you just say, forget about that Vlad. Mask of Death is just what I have to settle with.
Wolves are scouting so hard, looking for the openings. They're looking for heroes, that's all it is. They're scouting for Mirana arrows, and they got one. Yep. They got Demon. He was walking up towards the high ground. I don't know what he wants. Actually, he wanted to buy his Arcanes then. But he didn't need them, but he had the money for Arcanes if that's the reason why he was going up. But with the tier 2 tower now dropping on the bottom lane, NAR, they now, well, they've already had the gold advantage, but everything's going up.
Yeah, they could go for Rosh now, or they could pressure mid. You were asking me earlier, what would it take to get the Roshan like this? 2 pick off, a pressure the tower, and start going for it. They actually still feel very, very safe about this Roshan attempt.
Well, I wouldn't want to go for it if I was NAR at this point. I think you're right where they said they need to get map control first. Like,
yeah, the top wave is pushed.
Take those towers down, finish up the top lane, but more importantly, don't give a chance where Liquid can just throw that Batrider up, Firefly around the pit, and then they get the snatch. So NAR do all the hard work for them.
And then they get caught with a black hole in the middle of that. So,
yeah, it's just too much of a risk where they, like, the Aegis isn't worth it. Now Bulba, he's coming in, jumps in, and he found Sneaky. Can he kill him off fast enough though? The Disruptor ulti is there, so Brax can't help him off, but then we will see Sneaky go into ulti, and with the Purge on DK, he can't run himself away. He's getting munched down by that Lycan. Now they move over towards Bulba. They keep that Blink Dagger on cooldown. The Wolves are on his tail, and they'll just keep fighting. The Meg Charge this time will trigger off. But they stick with him. The arrow's going to come up into the choke point. It doesn't connect though. Need to get in front of body block to make sure that one's going to work.
I'm not sure what the case is, but I feel like they needed Enigma there. Again, Enigma with the mech, with the black hole, definitely would have changed the course of that fight. I feel like maybe communication is breaking down, or
they just went there as 5. The initial plan was the fact that it was a Bulba blink into lasso and then drag him back far. Yes, but Bulba never got the drag. That was his primary problem.
They also don't have enough damage, because at this point, Dragon Knight with only Shadow Blade, you're not killing through a Disruption for 2 seconds. Disruption allows NAR to come in with all their zero, and that's kind of what they did. Another tower goes down, so Roshan is essentially free. Demon forced to TP out. Full map controls here as well.
TC did the same thing. The Mirana arrows.
Courier got demonic purge. Wolves are beating it down on it, and apparently it does damage to Courier. I didn't even know. I thought that thing was magically immune.
I thought so too, but actually use Purge on Couriers?
Well, it definitely, apparently this debuffed the burst speed and slows it down. OP.
Yeah. Estine, new Courier sniper. Who needs Nature's Prophet anymore? But they still, like, even with the towers down, they're still not looking at Roshan. I don't think this team even needs Nagus.
They don't?
Because it's just keep farming up. Roshan burst money would be nice for the experience, but the Necro units are almost up at level 3 for sneaking. He's 500 gold in, and he's already got the second level book up and running. Like, Fogged is on his way to building a 4-star. He's got a star for Wizardry back in his stash. 1437 actually purchased a full gem. So they're going to send Liquid blind across the map. Look to the Mirana, Maelstrom is there, and now it's almost going to be a full Mjolnir. The Hyperstone, in fact it is. It's a full Mjolnir, and we're only 19 minutes into the game. With Ring of Aquila and Phase Boots on Korok and Disruption, it's about to come a little bit extra money. Hits Kuiper perfectly. They need some detection though. What they would give to have this gem here right now.
Fortunately, you still need to get the Courier onto the item. Courier onto you. That's unfortunate. They're drawing a huge arrow down to the Roshan pit, so they feel like, hey man, we pushed out top, we have sufficiently got...
I think they're looking for TC though.
I mean, TC, they can pick TC, yeah, they'll want that too.
Actually, look at TC, like he's halfway between all different items right now. It's like, oh, I want BKB. No, I can't get to BKB. I gotta finish the Vlads for the team.
I guess the Ogre Club is just so value, like just getting the 10 strength helps you survive, so it's not too bad. But yeah, he finishes the Vlads. Well, that's pretty important in this game to counteract against Weave. Yeah, the Roshan attempts happening, and the reason that they decided to do Roshan right now for the NAR is because they have gem. If you just shut down the map control, imagine if you're Team Liquid, like Toby, F3 that for me, right?
Yeah. I'm F3ing.
You're in Team Liquid camp. You see absolutely nothing. They have my shadow, right? Like, what do you do? How afraid are you?
This is quote from the bottom lane, man. He's hiding in the shadows. He's afraid of the dark.
So, like, this is why it's so hard to play from behind when the enemy team picks up gem like this. You just lose map control, and it's almost a sense of fear that you just can't play against. So if you get picked once, you lose Roshan. You get picked twice, you lose the game.
Well, in they go, man. Level 3 Necro book summoned up. We got one conversion that's going to spoil the party, though. It walks in and sees the fact that Roshan's been done, but it's already in a half-life.
I mean, Lycanthrope is no joke, and he's actually gone for a fairly old-school build, like old school in the sense of the book. That's going to be great against that DK for the pushing and for the invisibility, and it's going to be excellent for pushing.
It's even better, the timing of all of this. It's at the same time a catapult creep just arrived. So the creep waves are going to be pushing in really, really hard.
Yep.
But also NAR, did you see? They dragged the creep wave down from the middle lane.
Oh, nice. That's sick.
And then they just had the momentum behind them.
Like, cute things like that makes a difference. Fortunately, Necrobook timed out, and it's going to be down for 50 seconds, but I don't really think they need the Necrobook.
They can push high ground without it, man.
You walk in, man.
And when Weave goes off in both Kuiper as well as TC, they know they can push high ground. That tower's already half-life, and they use their fortification. There's a Blink Dagger on the Enigma, and this could be the critical moment right now. Demon, can he actually get the whole of glory? They are backing up.
Yeah,
but then again, are they doing? They might be doing themselves a rocks kiss, man.
All right, walk it around, man. No. They'll go back up top.
No, they found him. They found Enigma making conversions in the middle lane. They know someone is here.
Yep.
They want to kill. That's all this really is. Like, they've added pressure towards the lane. They know they can go high ground when these Necro units are back up again. If they can get themselves one pick off, then that tier 3 tower is 100% gone. Rax possibility.
I mean, when you have a Lycan on team, I say the Rax is also gone. Like, they just have so much damage output. All right, Necrobook back up again. They'll use it immediately. It's going to be a tier 3 push. The big Midnight Pulse. All right, that'll slow things down, but I mean, NAR knows the only way they will lose is through a big black hole. And look at how spread
they jump in and went on sneaking, but he popped the ulti off and then over! Life goes, the back came in, it's over on the Enigma. He's got just enough mana for a black hole, but then with the arrow over towards Ursa, they need to jump in right now. Disruption ulti is absolutely perfect. Enigma, he's nowhere to be seen. Right there it is actually. Where is it? No, gem is gone. There's Biobase coming out. Enigma actually ended up dying all the way back at his own base. He must have been hunted by wolves or something.
Necrobooks.
Necrobooks are actually doing it. Dude, the tower goes down. They have to buy back a couple. Liquid. I suppose that was a good fight for them. They didn't lose ranks.
No. Silver linings, I suppose.
I'm looking on the bright side of life, man.
Yeah. I mean, how did that Bat Rider die? Wasn't he last-ling the Lycan?
He never got the last two off. The last two never went. He jumped in, Lycan triggered the ulti form, and he was never able to click the target.
Okay. Well then, that's an issue.
Yes. Maybe that range nerf finally did kick in from Ice Frog. Because he wasn't right on top of him. The position was basically you had Lycan here and you had Bat Rider up here. That was the difference in the position between the two.
And he also got Demonic Purged by the Shadow Demon, so he just got right-clicked on the way out. So it wasn't good.
Yeah. Even if he got the lasso, he wouldn't have gone anywhere. Well, Culver at least got one advantage. They took 1437's gem.
Yeah,
so
that's actually a pretty big deal. Like, it gives them the map control that they need. But mid lane, if Wei2 gets picked here,
the Observer Ward is there. They know exactly where he's going. Jump up, the arrow's well off target. The poison will go, he throws the ulti out, but he's still inside of his own kinetic field. So they can keep up with him. A little bit of damage to be taken, but the Meg Charge will get triggered. And they jump up, they get DK as well. NAR just got two snipe offs. The Necro units are already cast, and the tier 2 tower is going to be attacked up on top. The question is, do they just keep going? Do they say screw it to the tier 1 tower on bottom lane? There's fortification for Radiant side. They could just force this. Push him mid, take the ranks, take the tier 2 tower on top lane, and they'll take a double raxing in this.
I'm just surprised how quickly Liquid has fallen apart. Wei2 should not have used his ultimate, because if you look at his gold, he's got buyback. And he such a low respawn time that he's going to come back alive anyways. Also, why was DK there? He saw his Enigma getting picked off. He should have just Shadow Blade the hell out of there. But he also got caught. Mid Rax down, and of course top tier 2 already went down, and Snaking's already pushing that. They could lose a game straight up from this way. 20 seconds is a long time.
Yeah, I think that was the pickoff to win, man. Bulb was looking for the opening, but again, this weave has already had its effect. It's gone up on TC and Bulber, and these guys have basically no armor. The leap up from Korok, he's coming to join the battle to bring down this top Rax, and Firefly is expended. Play is basically completely gone. The arrow comes out, it won't be able to connect, but the mid ranks is gone, the top ranks is toast, and now they trigger the ulti. TC, look at the life points! He evaporates to the Lycan. Kurok got himself lassoed in, but Destruction protected him. This is basically GG. Qualifiers on the front lines. They can glimpse one back, but NAR, they can just turn in and try and fight this one. They still have Shallow Grave available. Weaver's coming off cooldown. The Darkseer banks up, but he didn't get him inside the wall. And there's your hole! 5 in it! Push him towards the front lines. Bulba with the flame break. Maybe this is the moment for Team Liquid. Demon, he could have just done something amazing for his team. It's an entire team wipe. Hager's triggered as well. They've got to stay here to fight though. They've got to kill off Sneaking again. He doesn't have his ulti form right now, but now he does. Off cooldown, and Sneaking wants to run away. Dragon Dust on here from Qualifier. There's a glimpse still available. Sneaking locked inside the wall. They're battling up against their own illusions. That Darkseer wall still having its effect. Sneaking goes in deeper after Bulba. 1 munch, 2 munch. This Wolf munching on Bat tonight. And what's he going to go in? He's got 7.4k gold. He's actually buying a full BKB here underneath their own base. He will still die, however, but it is still a full double raxing, and Demon got the perfect haul. I'm not going to say it's keeping Liquid in this, but it definitely at least buys them some time.
I mean, that hole looked really good, but that was also the first team fight Black Hole was in use. Like his Ursa, you know, when he went in and straight up died, that was buying him that hole. Like he, what is his name? TC literally threw his body at NAR and hoped that they focus on him. But
it happened. But the focus was basically just one hero, though. Like, Lycan hit him 4 times and he was dead. They didn't even need the Mirana to attack him.
This game, I mean, I don't think Liquid will win this, but they definitely have a shot.
Oh, it's
more of a shot than they ever had before.
Considering now, like, the next fight they're going to be battling up against a BKB Lycan with almost a full Assault Cuirass, as well as having, like, the Mirana's walking around. Actually spent her money. What'd she buy? It's the start of a butterfly. Yeah. Korok picked up the Eagle Song. It's over on the courier at the moment.
And I think NAR is just not phased at this. What they're getting out of that situation is they're saying, hey, you have no black hole.
Oh, quite far. There's no
Qualifiers just so
no detection. There's TP coming in. He's going in. TP coming in. Fog. He blinked himself up to purge the back into the wall. And this time, Demon's going to go down. They had no hole for this fight. They came out to try and get a pickoff, but they're going to lose 2 heroes, and they'll probably lose it back to the fact they just call it. They called it straight away. They knew at least they got themselves one good fight up at the top lane. The moral victory is all that was really gained from that. But that is a full GG. Triple kill for Sneaky to wrap up the matchup. He ends with a 9-1-6 over on that Lycan. 5 Ursa TC.